It's true, players like Messi and Ronaldo can afford literally anything they want, but these guys aren't even the richest in the business. Shocking, right? Stick around, because the richest players on the planet will leave you totally shocked. Number 5. Coming in at number 5 is none other than David Beckham. The former England captain became one of the most famous footballers in the world during his successful spell with Manchester United. But it wasn't just his ability as a player that made him famous. Far from it, because a lot of Beckham's popularity can also be attributed to his handsome looks and stylish nature. With these two factors combined, it came as no surprise when the biggest lifestyle magazines in the world kept lobbying to have him on their covers. Truth be told, you can credit Becks for making football more stylish. He had some eye-catching tattoos, and he was known to carry some interesting hairstyles back in the day. He's also an ambassador for some of the world's biggest brands, including Diageo, H&M, L'Oreal, and Adidas. So, with huge salaries from Manchester United, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, and LA Galaxy, as well as lots of endorsement deals from around the globe, Beckham unsurprisingly became one of the richest players in the world. Speaking of his Adidas deal, it's also a lifetime contract, just like the one Ronaldo has with Nike, which means Messi will be earning Adidas money for life. Even after his retirement in 2013, his image and marriage to superstar singer Posh Spice of the Spice Girls kept on making him a marketable personality. As we speak, the former free kick specialist is the co-owner of the MLS side Inter Miami, and he's worth a whopping $371 million. Now, considering how much the club's stock has risen since signing Lionel Messi, it is expected that Beckham's net worth will increase significantly over the next 5 years. Inter Miami aside, Beckham has also made profitable investments via his company, DB Ventures Limited. To add to that, Becks closed a mega deal last year by selling off 55% of his company to Authentic Brands Group, a deal that was reported to be worth around $200 million. Number 4. Now, if you think Beckham's $317 million net worth is impressive, then you have no idea what Cristiano Ronaldo is worth. Just like Beckham, Ronaldo also made a name for himself at Manchester United before moving to Real Madrid, where he became a soccer god. He's jumped from Spain to Italy to Saudi Arabia since then, but during the course of his extremely successful career, CR7 became the most popular face in football. He's the most followed person on Instagram, and he is considered as the most influential human being on earth. His deal with current club Al Nassr is reportedly worth over $175 million a year, but that's not even where it ends for the Portugal captain. He also has mega sponsorship deals with Samsung, KFC, and other well-known brands around the world. But the most lucrative of them all is the multi-million-dollar lifetime contract he has with sportswear giant Nike. And when I say lifetime, I mean lifetime, as this deal will keep running long after Ronaldo has retired from the sport. But what's a successful player without his own business ventures? I mean, you don't expect a man of Ronaldo's caliber not to have his own businesses, do you? That being said, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner is the founder and CEO of the luxury hotel chain CR7 Pestana. All in all, Ronaldo has done very well for himself, and his net worth of $412 million is a fitting reward for all the hard work he's put in for more than 20 years of his illustrious football career. Number 3. Another player who has worked his butt off to be where he is today is none other than Ronaldo's biggest rival, Lionel Messi. Yeah, you can argue that Ronaldo has done it all in football, but one man who keeps doing one better over the Portuguese man is Messi. I mean, this man didn't just win the World Cup with Argentina, he was also the one who carried the entire team on his back. To add to that, Messi has won the Ballon d'Or 8 times, which is 3 more than CR7 could manage. But that's not even where his greatness ends, as he led David Beckham's Inter Miami from being a bottom of the table team to winning 2 championships in the space of 2 months. Without a doubt, Messi has greatness oozing all over him, and there's no way he'd be rendering his football talents cheaply. Far from it, as he was the highest paid player during his time at Barcelona, and one of the highest paid players while he was at PSG. In fact, Messi is worth so much money that he turned down a move to the Saudi Arabian League, which was reportedly worth over $200 million a year. The Argentine genius opted to play for Inter Miami instead. And while his salary is not as much as what Ronaldo is making at Al Nassr, his contract came with a lot of mouth-watering benefits. First of all, by signing with Miami, Messi was offered a stake in the club. And while the specifics of that deal have not been made public, we can expect that it's worth very big bucks. After all, who in their right minds would offer the great Lionel Messi a peanut-sized deal? That aside though, Messi can also earn from streaming deals the MLS has with Amazon, being that he's become the face of the league, and more people have tuned in to watch the not-so-popular league since his arrival. Now there's also his many sponsorship deals that are worth millions of dollars. These include the one with Budweiser, MasterCard, and Adidas. Speaking of his Adidas deal, it's also a lifetime contract, just like the one Ronaldo has with Nike, which means Messi will be earning Adidas money for life. Now, Messi might have turned down the offer to play in the Saudi League, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any interest in the country. As we speak, he's the face of the Saudi Arabia Tourist Board, and when you throw his MIM hotel chain and Messi burger into the mix, his $551 million net worth should not surprise you. Number 2. Now Beckham, Ronaldo and Messi are all worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But what if I told you that former Arsenal midfielder Mathieu Flamini is worth more than all three of them combined? Believe it or not, Flamini is worth a jaw-dropping $8.25 billion. And I'm sure you're wondering how the heck he managed to stack up all this wealth. After all, it's not like he was the highest paid player in the world, nor did he land any noteworthy sponsorship deals. Sorry to break it to you soccer fanatics though, but becoming a wealthy player goes beyond high salaries and Nike deals. Because as Flamini has taught us, making the right investments and taking calculated business risks can also shoot a player to the very top. For those who don't know, Flamini is the co-founder of GF Biochemicals, a company which has now become one of the biggest producers of levulinic acids and derivatives. This investment proved to be more successful than his football career, as the former French international is now worth more money than he ever made from playing for Arsenal, Getafe, AC Milan and Marseille put together. Number 1. But even with a net worth of over $8 billion, Flamini is still not the richest footballer on the planet. That title belongs to a 27-year-old player known as Faiq Bolkiah, who was worth an unbelievable $16.5 billion. But who in the world is Faiq Bolkiah, and how come he's worth all that money? Well, you wouldn't see Bolkiah scoring a hat-trick in a Champions League match or winning Goal of the Week in the EPL, and that's because he currently plays for Ratchaburi in Thailand's League One. And no, his Thai club doesn't pay him millions of dollars per week either. However, there is a valid explanation for Bolkiah's riches. Brace yourself, because he's the son of none other than Jeffrey Bolkiah, who just happens to be the almighty prince of Brunei. But that's not all, because he's also the nephew of Hassanal Bolkiah, who is the current Sultan of Brunei. You know what this means, right? Faiq doesn't just come from one of the wealthiest families in the world, he's also a potential heir to the Bruneian throne. Now with all his wealth and status, you'd wonder why Faiq Bolkiah even gives a hoot about football. Well, it just so happens that the young lad has been a lover of the sport since he was a kid. He was born in the US, but his love for football blossomed during his time in England. For now, he's the captain of the Brunei national team, and thanks to his status, is also the most popular football player the country has ever produced. Now I can't say for sure, but don't be surprised if the lads don't kick too hard on His Royal Highness's shins during training and matches. So guys, are you surprised to hear that neither Messi or Ronaldo are the richest players on earth? And how shocked were you to hear that Mathieu Flamini has more money than the two of them combined? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, because there's more awesome football content where this came from. See you in the next one.